So here's what I'm doing. This is SeaWorld, but I'm driving down to Aquatica to park there because tonight the Beach Boys are performing at SeaWorld. And that's a really good thing, which means that it is going to be very busy at SeaWorld today. So I'm going to park at Aquatica and then walk over to SeaWorld, which is, we parked over MegaCon. Pretty sure that I can do this, and I absolutely could just park at SeaWorld, but it's going to be so busy trying to leave that park tonight. So I wanted to come over to Aquatica to park here and then walk over so that later on I can leave easier. At least that's what I would like to happen. Already got my parking spot. This is pretty much where the shuttle from MegaCon picked up. And now I'm walking down the sidewalk across the street over to SeaWorld. It does feel ridiculous to have the tiered pass that I have with preferred parking and to not park at SeaWorld. Just getting out of SeaWorld on a concert night, much less the Beach Boys, is going to be so difficult. But also this is kind of fun. Parking at Aquatica and walking over to SeaWorld. I've never done this before. I've rollerbladed around SeaWorld. There's Journey to Atlantis, and then all the coasters that I drove past, Kraken and Mako. So that's where I walked from, and I'm going to keep walking on the sidewalk. The Orange County Convention Center is all the way down there, which is where we parked. We ended up parking here for MegaCon at Aquatica and then busing over to the convention center. It just took like 5 minutes, and it was free because I'm a pass holder. It's sort of difficult to see on the camera, but it's really cool to walk past all these tubes. There they are. And it's very comfortable. Right now there's like a subtle breeze. It's still warm, but this feels nice in the shade. I'm just gonna cross down at this light. I actually have walked to SeaWorld before. I forgot this. I went to get an oil change for my car, and then I walked to SeaWorld and rode Mako, and then walked back to pick up my car after I got my oil changed. But I made it back around to the front of Aquatica, and I crossed the street. It took just a few minutes. This is weird. This is where I rollerbladed like 5 years ago. This is definitely a walk, and it's probably going to suck later, but with me, I'd always prefer movement versus being stationary and stagnant. I'll always want to walk, even if I have to walk like a mile, 15, 20-minute walk, versus just sitting in my car for 15 or 20 minutes or an hour. So it took about 10 minutes to make it to the International Drive SeaWorld crosswalk, and then about another 5 minutes to this point. This is SeaWorld, so probably another 5 just to get to the park entrance. So 20 minutes to walk from Aquatica to the front entrance of SeaWorld. So now I know that. That's the iRide trolley. Stop over there. At some point, I want to take that trolley. But there's SeaWorld. I got a little nervous because I could hear the Beach Boys music, but I think they're just like playing it in the park because I don't see anybody over in Bayside Stadium. I could see over to Bayside just from here. And there's nobody there yet, so that's good. Or, you know, they could be doing a sound check. That has to happen. Yeah, they're definitely doing a sound check over there, but I'm getting some past member benefit tickets. So it took kind of a minute, but I was able to print out my my rewards here. So I have a free Quick Queue Unlimited pass after 4 p.m. and then a free Seven Seas Food Festival sample. Something that I've wanted to do is get an actual card of my annual pass. It's just been on the app, but I do like the physical card, which I think I did get a guest relations by a donation. I think I can also print one of the past member lounge, so I might go back there later. This line's really long. I also have a leftover lanyard from the last time that we were here. I want to use my unlimited quick queue. Ouch. But I don't hear a lot of the coasters operating, even with quick queue. Oh, there's a dolphin. That's so cute. That was perfect timing. I am mostly here to listen to the Beach Boys because I think that that's just kind of an iconic performance to witness. Picked up another one of these, and I forgot that they're doing the like rotating menu stuff this year, so I'm sort of here like in the middle of the festival. That's right. So the first part of the festival was from January 30th to March 8th, and then the second part was March 9th through April 12th, and then the final part of the festival is April 13th through May 17th. I always love the Italian market. I might stop over here and then actually go back around Voyagers, maybe over towards Antarctica. We did not go over there the last time we were here. Well, I don't know, this line is really long, but that did sound really good. I think I'll get the Kalu pork over here at the Polynesian market. So that took sort of a minute, but I got the Kalu pork. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the North Atlantic market just to get something over here so I can sit down and enjoy all of this. I'm gonna get these chowder fries. So I got the chowder fries. These look so good, and I'm gonna go back over here to eat them over here by the water. This is the Lakeside Grill, and I can already see Bayside Stadium filling up for the Beach Boys. The concert's in over an hour. Okay, I'm gonna eat somewhere over here. I do want to make it over there like soon. All the food lines are just really long and are taking a while to get the food, which is why I wanted to get as much as I could. So this is the Kalu pork, which is a slow roasted shredded pork with smoky island flavor. And then these are the chowder fries topped with creamy chowder and green onion. and then I did bring this monster from home. It is so bright outside, I'm squinting and my eyes are watering. And I don't need a seat for the Beach Boys. If there's any like standing room, I might just kind of do that. Just because I don't know, it's gonna be a challenge over there. So I came inside because it was just too bright, like excruciatingly uncomfortably bright outside. This is some of the worst pork I think I've ever had. It is the driest pork. I would have thought they would have put this on like a Hawaiian loaf, but I don't think so. It's so dry. The fries though were seasoned so well. So the pork by itself, and it actually was all right. I think it was just the bread. The pork was dry, but the bread just made it like almost unpalatable. So do I have time to ride a roller coaster? That stadium is filling up so fast. I'm going to do it. I'm going to ride, hopefully, Penguin Trek and use my unlimited after 4 p.m. Express Pass. Quick, not Express Pass. There are coasters, though, that I just have not seen running today. There it goes. All right, maybe there's just like a limited number of trains. Also, just like the ops of SeaWorld is not ideal for quick dispatches. But I don't know, with Express, maybe it'll be nice. But if every single pass member can utilize Express, how long is the Express line going to be? So this is funny. I didn't even bother walking up and getting in line because I was reading this while I was waiting. This does not include Pipeline, Penguin Trek, or Expedition Odyssey. So it only includes Mako, Manta, Kraken, Infinity Falls, and Icebreaker. I also did not think about the bag factor, where I'd have to put my bag into a locker, and if I do Kraken, then I'd have to do that, then wait in line, and then ride it, and then I'd be the farthest away from the stadium, and I would like to be in the stadium for this, but I also don't want to wait an hour. Fortunately, this is one of those benefits that if I don't use it, it's okay. It's a benefit that I didn't even know that I had until I came to SeaWorld, so nothing's really lost. It just would have been really cool to use this. Free, unlimited quick queue after 4 p.m. on most any roller coaster. I'm going back the way that I came, maybe to stop at another booth or two. You see these swords over here? These swords are pretty cool, don't you think? It's still one of the coolest things that I've gotten in a long time. I think it was always so much fun to do, but we did do that the last time that we came to SeaWorld. We pretty much do that every time we come to SeaWorld, which is why I would have wanted to do like Penguin Trek, or which I probably called Icebreaker, but Penguin Trek and Kraken, I don't do those that often. I'm still paying attention to the menu items that they have right now for the time frame that I'm here. Okay, I think I'm good here. That's such a fun coaster, and I did bring my GoPro. So at Epic Universe in Isle of Berg, there's the totem over there that has sort of become like a meme with Brennan and I, but this was like our original meme right here, like the face. Do I stop here? Do I keep going? I think I'll keep going. I'm trying to like gauge the lines just so I can make it over to Bayside, hopefully. I'm glad that this is still here, the little flamingo boats. Brennan and I did that like one of our like first dates at SeaWorld. I'm pretty sure that I want to stop at the Asian market around the corner. Over here they have Kung Pao chicken, which sounds really good. So I'm gonna get in line. It doesn't seem like a long line. So I know why the line was so short there. Pretty much out of everything but the cheesecake and this drink. This is the Cherry Blossom, which is gin, sake, cherry liqueur, Grand Mariner, and grenadine and lime. So I'm gonna go back here to the Pass Member Lounge, but because I'm on sort of a time crunch with this concert and trying to use my lanyard, I'm gonna keep on walking around, see if I can use my final couple punches. It's now less than an hour until the concert. This is really delicious, but I don't know if I should have gotten this after pounding an energy drink. I really don't want to wait in any excessively long lines. Right now I want to go over to the stadium. I'm walking through Sesame Street now, which SeaWorld is in hot water for Sesame Street. SeaWorld was sued by Sesame Workshop for just a mistreatment of their brand, which is really sad because Sesame Street is a beautiful and immersive little land that is 100% for the demographic that loves Sesame Street, but then it very vindictively and selfishly, part of me is like, see, you shouldn't have gotten rid of Shamu's Happy Harbor. That was so superior. Which people weren't visiting SeaWorld to go to Shamu's Happy Harbor. I would have. But people are here for Sesame Street, but I am very curious just what's going to become of this and that lawsuit, if it's going to be dropped, if SeaWorld's going to respond to that by putting more effort into it. I don't know if it's a parent company issue, but there are royalties that are not being paid. It's very sad. I definitely think that more effort could have been put into this, just upkeeping it and making it nice. So these are the last couple markets over here that maybe I'll get a couple more things to bring over to the stadium with me, but I really want to get over there like right now. There's also one other booth that's over there, well, over here by Icebreaker, which I think I'm going over there because nothing over here is really calling my name that much. Why can't I use my pass over here? It's not even that popular of a ride. I liked it, but some people despise this. I don't know why. It's like Soarin'. But I'm gonna go over here to the Irish market, I think, and just whatever they have, I'll just get it. I think it was last year because that's when Expedition Odyssey opened up, but I came over to get in line at this market, and I was just standing in line, and then they just closed it. They were just like, oh, the booth's closed, after like committing to standing in line, and it was just very awkward. The stadium over there looks so full, but I'm getting in line for something. They have corned beef nachos, so I'll get that and like a drink or a dessert or something. It looks like they filled the majority of the sections, with the exception of this one up here, but I don't know if they're filling that at all. I got my zoom lens so you can see how busy it is over there. If it'll focus on the stadium. I've never seen Bayside Stadium that full. The Beach Boys were very popular when they came to Epcot, and I was hoping that the capacity of Bayside Stadium would increase my chances of being able to see them here, but I don't know. Look how busy it is. That's a lot of people. So they did not have the cheesecake, but I got the corned beef nachos, which are kettle chips, corned beef, cheese sauce, sauerkraut, and green onions. And then I just got the Nutty Irishman, which is a cold brew Bailey's Irish cream, frangelico, and then whipped cream. Didn't think I was gonna get that, but I did. So that did take a minute. So the concert starts in less than half an hour now. So hopefully I make it over there. They have not made an announcement that the stadium's at capacity, so that's hopefully a good sign. This is why everyone's here right now. The Beach Boys with John Stamos. I'll take any seat at all right now in this stadium. There was a little A-frame over there saying that the pathway was closed. It wasn't set up, but it was prepared as if it was about to be set up, so I don't know if they're gonna close this area when the concert starts and it's at capacity, but it's still like access to the rest of the park. Some people are still going upstairs to the top level of the stadium, so that's hopefully a good sign. So that's where I'm going to try to go. Part of this is blocked up here though, so presuming that I'm allowed to stay here, I am standing at the very top of the Bayside Stadium, so I have a spot, I guess, for the Beach Boys. This could be kind of cool because I might be able to see the Beach Boys walking across over here to enter into the stadium, so this might be a fun place to see that. And I thought about putting my corn hash, my beef hash, out here on this, like, I don't know, pillar, but I can't get it through. And then I might blow in the wind and just follow people down there. So maybe I shouldn't do that. But the concert starts in, I don't know, like 15 minutes. I didn't pay attention to this because it's enclosed now, but this, I think, is the new ride building for SeaWorld's new suspended dark ride. Back over here, that's so cool. Also, I did complete this lanyard. I have my zoom lens on to zoom in on the concert, and I'm going to switch over to this Rode microphone instead of the one that I have on my shirt, but the concert starts in like 5 minutes. Van just showed up on their golf cart. There's John Stamos over there and the Beach Boys, I guess? They're not as identifiable to me. I'm not beginner because I'm using the shotgun microphone now, so they did not like run down here like most of the bands do. Everyone's left, but I saw the Beach Boys. I'll never get to see the Beatles or Paul McCartney, but I saw the Beach Boys for free at SeaWorld. The theater emptied really quickly. There was also like a fight that was going on like the entire first half of the show, so I was very happy to be very far away from that. So heading to the car now, even though the park is still open. I could ride some rides. I'm heading down here towards the stage. Well, I'm heading out of the park, but I'm heading down the stairs. I've been able to see the Jacksons and the Beach Boys at SeaWorld. I've seen so many free concerts at SeaWorld. I don't know, they book some really good artists. I sat way up there at the very top. This would have been nice to be able to watch from here, but they had this all blocked off so I could ride some coasters, but I think I'm heading out of the park. I am so tired, and I did film a video earlier. This would have been really good. Yay, they opened up this gate finally. I'm so glad that they played Kokomo. This exit's over by the Dolphin Encounter, and it is very busy heading out of the park. This is a Magic Kingdom post-fireworks shuffle. If parking at Aquatica was as smart as I really want it to be, I will feel so cool. But if it wasn't necessary, I'll feel so dumb. It already looks pretty nasty out there in the parking lot. I wish the parking was better at SeaWorld, but it is not great. Maybe this is weird, but I'm sort of struggling to whistle right now. Oh, there it is. It's really just this backup, just trying to get onto the same street, this entire parking lot. So the park is closed, and I'm going to Aquatica, so I have to go all the way back out to this street, down to International Drive, then all the way back down, and then across the street. It is cool to know that the iDrive trolley picks up here. I'm really happy to know that. I've waited so long in this parking lot before, but I've also found like money in this parking lot before, so Sometimes it's a curse, sometimes it's a gift. It definitely depends where I would have parked, but it's not as terrible as I thought it would be. Of course I say that, and then if I had parked here, I would have waited like an hour. And now the long walk back to International Drive and across the street, and then down to Aquatica. There's the Aquatica sign, and then the SeaWorld sign is right here. And I'm crossing the street, and then heading out of my car. This was actually a really nice walk. Gotta get a selfie in front of this. I'm presuming that my car is still here because people could still park here for MegaCon, and that did not take long at all. Could I have been out of the SeaWorld parking lot by now? Probably. But this was still fun to do, and I don't like sitting in my car. Aquatica is a little bit creepy at night, though. I thought there'd be more people leaving from MegaCon. I really am the last car in the parking lot. Nobody else had my brilliant idea to park at Aquatica and then walk over to SeaWorld. I'm gonna end this video because I have 0 minutes left on this memory card. My battery's about to die, but I got to watch the Beach Boys, which is historic. I'm going to remember that forever. Got to have some Seven Seas food, festival food. Didn't ride any rides, but I saw the Beach Boys. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.